Hey, it's Thursday. How about that shit? I ain't missed a day since Monday yet. And so I'm getting back on my roll, it seems. How y'all doing today? I hope you're doing great. I hope your day's going good. But what's going on in the news? Everything is going on in the news. There's so much shit this last week that I finally got to pay attention to, I guess. I've been preoccupied with so many other things. I guess I didn't understand just how much shit was going on. Donnie's meeting with the old president of South Korea and Japan today. I guess he's trying to calm their nerves down after Donnie's little trip to the UN, talking about destroying North Korea and everything. I guess that makes some people in South Korea and Japan just a little bit nervous, don't you think, Donnie? Anyway, he's over there talking about trade deals and whatnot at first. I saw him out in front of the camera. And you know, when he goes to talking, it's the same old bullshit. He's sitting there with the leader of South Korea and him, and he's got his old tie, and he's hanging down there again. And he starts talking about we're having meetings. You know, we're talking about a lot of things. And they're good meetings, and we're going to see a lot of stuff, and y'all stay tuned. In other words, every time Donnie comes out and says anything, he's not saying anything. He just strings little sentences together and thinks that you're just not going to understand anything he's saying anyway. He's a dumbass. He doesn't know anything. Somebody, when they go behind them doors, somebody else is doing the talking or handing him a piece of paper with what to say because he can't remember shit. He doesn't know anything about trade deals or anything else. Donnie, the art of the deal was just the art of the con, and he's still playing that game. He's a little upset, I guess, with South Korea because South Korea just approved an $8 million aid package for North Korea. That's right. Donnie's threatening to destroy North Korea, and South Korea is approving an $8 million aid package for North Korea. Why? Well, in the words of the South Koreans, they can separate humanitarian aid from politics. That's something Donnie doesn't know any shitting thing about. Donnie doesn't know anything about diplomacy. Donnie just wants to get out there and kick everybody in the shins and act like a badass. There are lots of military options in North Korea. Not a one of them are worth a damn, because it all reverts back to everybody in Seoul, South Korea dying. So Donnie, shut your mouth. The only thing we can do with these people is negotiate some kind of settlement with them. We can't stop them becoming a nuclear power because they already have a nuclear bomb, Donnie. So all your bullshit is just rhetoric. It's the same thing with Iran. You can't stop somebody from making it if they want to make it. You can't stop them no matter what. You just have to deal with them when they do get them. And we have to deal with North Korea. And, mad, mutually assured destructions. You throw a bomb our way, we'll blast the shit out of you. In the meantime, let's fix this shit, because it's getting about tired of it. Anyway, what else is going on? Robert Mueller. I love that name. I love old Mueller. He's doing his job. He's requested documents from the White House on the General Flynn firing. The old General Flynn firing. He wants documents on that. He wants it on the Comey firing. He wants them on the Russian meeting in the Oval Office when Donnie invited the Russians right into the Oval Office and let them have a grand tour there. And they also want to have the documents pertaining to Donnie's drafting of the memo for Donnie Jr.'s meeting with the Russians. You remember when he came out and said it was all about adoption? Well, that was Donnie. Don the dick. Donnie drafted that memo that said it was all about adoption. And we know that was a lie. Why? Well, because it came out of Donnie's mouth. That's why. Everything that man says is some kind of bullshit or some kind of lie that he's trying to tell everybody. That's how come he came out with it was all about Russian adoption. No, it wasn't. It was about colluding with the Russians, trying to get dirt on Hillary, trying to, get your foot up a little higher there, Donnie. That's what it was all about. There wasn't no... It's just ridiculous. Anyway, Paul Manafort offered to give private briefing to Russian billionaire that has ties to the Kremlin. Well, that shouldn't surprise any of us. because that's what this whole damn thing has been about ever since we found out about Donnie and the Russians, is all the collusion that's been happening. Now, Paul Manafort's been under wiretap for, they're going back 11 years on his financial shit. You don't think they're digging? They're going to dig up everything he ever did with Russia and with the Ukraine and with Donnie and all the deals that were made. They're putting the pressure on Paul Manafort to get him to flip on all of them. Every one of them, from Donnie on down to Jared Kushner to Flynn to all of them. You got to remember, anybody that man talked to on the phone, well, the FBI's got recordings of that, knowing what they said and what they talked about. And chances are they did a lot of talking about Russia and where the money comes from. And that's where it's all going to lead to, because it's all about money. And that's the only thing that Donnie gives a shit about, is how much money he can get. And that's just sick. Talking about money, Health and Human Services Director Tom Price, what's that shit? He's using private jets to jet around on government business. One trip from D.C. to Philly cost $25,000. One trip from Washington, D.C. to Philadelphia, $25,000. Did 5 trips in 1 week. Now, Tom used to rail against the Democrats, you know, for using their private jets to fly over America and look down from their private jets on all the poor Americans. Yeah, well, it seems to me that that's exactly what y'all are doing. Tom, you and, what's his name, Treasury, Mnuchin, wanting the private jets to fly all over. He wants a government jet to take him on his honeymoon. You guys are just nothing but scum-sucking. You're just thieves. You have money. You're a rich person. But no, you want private jets because you can't be riding around with the public, with common people, you know. And, yeah, they think our taxpayer funds are a slush fund for jet-setting politicians. And how about you get your ass on an airplane there, Price, and fly around like everybody else does. Your ass ain't worth $25,000 to fly you to Philadelphia every freaking day. And it just goes deeper and deeper into, you know, Donnie says, oh, I'm going to drain the swamp. He didn't drain no swamp. He brought swamp monsters in. He brought the creature from the Black Lagoon in. He's got billionaires sitting up there trying to suck more money out of the taxpayers to pay for their lavish lifestyle shit. And we're supposed to go along with that after you've spent 8 years railing your ass against everything that Obama ever did, you assholes. Hypocrites, that's all they are. They lie through their teeth. And it's easy for them because Republicans believe all their shit. If you're a Republican, you're more apt to believe that the moon is made out of cream cheese, if they told you that. Anyway, Roy Moore of Alabama. He's running for the Senate. He's trying to take Jeff Sessions' seat. Roy Moore made the statement. I'll just leave it like that, too. If you don't believe in God, you should be shot. Thanks a lot there, Roy. Kiss my ass, buddy. If you don't believe in God, you should be shot. Who determines that anyway? You? You or your evangelical priest out there? Oh, he doesn't belong, so boom, shoot him. You're a bunch of idiots. That goes to show you just how much they believe in God when they threaten to shoot your ass if you don't believe in it. And that's the same shit that ISIS does. That's the same crap that they do. Roy Moore says it's the same thing here. That's right. You don't believe in God? We'll shoot your ass. If you're not a Christian, we'll shoot your ass. Yeah. Tell me there's a difference between ISIS and that shit. Jimmy Kimmel got after Bill Cassidy again. Bill Cassidy is a guy from Louisiana, you know, who's pushing that health care bill and, you know, trying to overturn Obamacare again because it's got that word in it, Obama. Somebody said they ought to change the name to Ivanka Care, and Donald Trump would be all over loving it. But, yeah, they're trying to kill it again. And Bill Cassidy said that Jimmy Kimmel just doesn't understand the law. He just doesn't understand the intricacies of politics as we explain it to our constituents. Yeah, no, Jimmy Kimmel can tell a liar. He called your ass out. $243 billion cut to Medicaid? Yeah, that comes out there in your little bill. Pre-existing conditions? Kiss off. The insurance companies can charge you more if you have a pre-existing condition. Charge you right out of the policy if they want. It's up to the state who they're going to where they're going to spend that money on the Medicare or not? Ah, bullshit. He gave a whole damn list of medical organizations that are against this bill. And Bill Cassidy just says, oh, well, you just don't understand. We're trying. Yeah, he wants to go back. He says he wants cheaper policies. Yeah, you know what cheaper policies mean? They don't cover shit. That means you're back in the emergency room where everybody else is going to have to pay for your ass because you didn't have the right insurance policy. What happened to the Republicans? They used to be all about personal responsibility. It's up to you to take care of this. You need to do this. They did it with the insurance laws on cars here. Yeah, you got a car, it's the law. You got to have insurance. It's the law. It's a mandate from the government that you have car insurance. Oh, health insurance? Ah, no, there shouldn't be no mandate on that. That should just be if you don't want it, you don't have to have it. Yeah? You know why they're pushing that shit? You want to know why the health care in this country, they want to go back to the old system? It's because of Stephen Hemsley. That guy is the reason that we have to go back to cheap policies that don't cover shit, that we can screw everybody over. Who is Stephen? Well, Stephen Hemsley is the CEO of United Healthcare. He's the CEO of a healthcare company. You want to know why you're paying so much? Because that asshole gets paid $77,000 a day for being the CEO of United Healthcare. You want to know why you're paying so much? Stephen Hemsley needs a payday. And it's a big payday. And he wants his money all the time. You want to know why we have the most expensive healthcare system in the world? Stephen Hemsley. You know how come we don't have universal health care in this country? Stephen Hemsley. And every one of them blood-sucking CEOs of those health care companies that are so concerned that you have a health care plan that you pay out the nose for. Well, they get paid $77,000 a day. Yeah, that's what's wrong with our healthcare system. The backdoor deals between this kind of shit. That's how come we pay more for our medicine. That's how come we may pay more for everything that our medical system does. We pay out the ass for so Stephen Hemsley can get his freaking money. So Donald Trump can get his freaking money. So Tom Price can use private jets. So Steve Mnuchin can get private jets. It's all about the rich people getting more, and screw you. That's what it is with the Republicans. It always has been. And if you haven't learned that from him, somebody posted Ronald Reagan up there to giving a speech about freedoms, and don't ever pull out Ronald Reagan to my ass. He was the first one. Oh, we're going to sell weapons to Iran. No, we can't do that. It's against the law. Oh, I don't care. We're going to sell it to them so we can afford to pay the Contras down. Yeah, Iran-Contra, look it up. That's how them hostages got out of Iran, because Ronald Reagan paid the hostage. That's why. Come up here with Ronald Reagan shit. That just pisses me off. Anyway, hey, he's right up there with James Comer. I'm sorry I got off on sidetrack there. I want to finish my thought on the health care. I watched James Comer. He's a Republican out of Kentucky this morning. He was up there on TV this morning explaining why the Republican plan for the health care right now to repeal Obamacare and come up with something later. Don't worry, it'll be fine. That guy, he's out there trying to stress that point that the Republicans use, that they will have cheaper access to health care. Now break that down. It's been used in several different metaphors, but James Comer's right. Rich people and poor people can have access to health care. Both of them have access to a Cadillac. But I wonder which one's going to drive off in it. It ain't going to be that poor guy. He's not driving off in a Cadillac. No, he's not going to get shit. Who's going to drive off? James Comer's going to drive off in that Cadillac, baby. Your ass will be set on the side of the road with a cardboard sign. And cheaper policies, that's what they want. Anyway, Kid Rock wants to be Senator of Michigan. Are you shitting me, Kid Rock? They had a little article in there about he gave a little speech there and somewhere up there in Michigan, and all about how he thought things should be better. But then he broke into, he wanted to know why everything was about the gays nowadays. Everything is about the gays. He's sick of that. It's about the gay rights or gay marriage, and he's just tired of it. And then he went into praising Jesus because, you know, Jesus is going to help him get elected. Then after his little thing, he got into a discussion with one of the reporters there who was asking him about being politically correct. And the Kid Rock said, well, go fuck yourself with your political correctness. Right after he praises Jesus for helping him get up there. I swear, that's the Republicans for you. You want to see them just hobnob with an evangelical or some Christian and praise Jesus to get their vote, and they're no more believing in that stuff than the man in the moon. That's how we got Donnie, because stupid people believed him. Oh, Donnie, he's for life. He's anti-abortion. No, he's not all his life. He was pro-abortion, not pro-abortion. He was for choice, a woman's choice. But no, when he decided to run, in other words, they change their shit all the time, and Republicans suck it up. They don't know shit. They'll go whichever way the wind is blowing. But that's about all I got today, people. Yeah, I don't see nothing else I ain't discussed. I'm having a great time this week. I'm getting back into my groove. I'm enjoying it. I get to dig into the news a little bit now and remind myself of why we started it, because he's an orange asshole that needs to get out of our house. He's nothing but a stinking liar. Donald Trump is nothing but a stinking liar, and he stinks up our house every day he's in there. He's going to resign, because when Mueller gets hold of them financial records, that's what's going to sink his ass, and he's going to run with his tail between his legs and blame everybody else for Donnie's shit. Even his kids, he'll blame anybody. He'd trip off on his mother if he's still alive. Anyway, I'm rambling again. Y'all have a good day. Blue Dots around the world, I'm just so proud. I got my Blue Dot family shirt on today. I got to go into town, take care of some business. And I like bragging about my Blue Dot family. And that's about it. I'm happy today. I'm in a good mood, and I'm glad. So on that note, I hope y'all enjoy your day. I hope your weekend, get ready for that. It's coming up, baby. And in the meantime, like, share, and subscribe. John Bertaville, Blue Dot in Texas. And John Bertaville on Facebook. And John Bertaville Speaks. Don, thank you very much. Happy birthday, Don. I missed his birthday by a day. I let it slip by. I didn't get to wish him a happy birthday on his birthdays. But I got him the next day. And Don, I hope you really enjoyed it. And on Twitter at Blue Dot in Texas, and all that other stuff. Listen to me out the window and all that shit. I'm usually yelling about something. Y'all have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.